p.m. PST on Bolly 92.3 FM.
90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. A telling and true observation by industrialist Andrew Carnegie. And so, if you want to make owning a reality in your life, then this is the ideal time to do so. And to help you along the way, you will need a trusted realtor. And we have that for you in Nagraj Anaya, the founder of nagrajhomes.com and, of course, Bay Area's best tech realtor. And nagrajhomes.com is your one-stop shop for buying, selling, investing, and refinancing real estate. Namaskar, Bay Area. I'm Vijay Lakshmi. Welcome to Real Estate Roundup with Nagraj Anaya, getting you up to date with everything in real estate. Each week, I talk to Nagraj about what's hot, happening, and trending in the market so you can go in fully equipped, whether you're buying or selling your home. So join us in this conversation if you have questions on how to approach any aspect of real estate, whether it's buying or selling, and you want some advice, some well thought out, well considered advice. Call us, and the number to do that on Bolly 92.3 FM, it's 408-912-5038. That number 408-912-5038. And we are also live on YouTube, on Nagraj Anaya's YouTube channel. You can catch us there as well. You can jot your question down in the comment section and we will take it from there. And with that, let me welcome Nagraj. Happy Sunday, Nagraj. Good to see you.
Happy Sunday, Vijay Lakshmi, and all the listeners out there. Thanks for joining. Any questions, do please give us a call on the show and we're happy to answer. And if you can't call, do leave your comments on the YouTube live. We would be happy to answer after this show. We do the YouTube live so that it will be beneficial for you if you're not hearing complete show. So it will be beneficial for you also. And
yes.
If anything, do leave it in the comment section or give me a call after the show. I'm happy to answer. Let me start with the one bad news or like sad news. Last week, we lost a Gordon Moore. He's the Intel co-founder. He was the second company. I think Intel was the second company started in the Bay Area. Gordon Moore defined the technology industry through his insight and vision. He was instrumental in revealing the power of transistors and inspired a lot of technologies. To start, okay.
Yeah.
And, he defined how the transistors multiple every year, just to start with it. But he was a great innovator in the tech industry.
Yes, an institution in his own right.
Yeah, Intel, as you can see how big is grown into now, right?
Yes.
And he laid the foundation for Bay Area to grow such a big. Right. I wanted to start with one good story. Meanwhile,
yeah.
We were discussing on that part also. There was a stone cutter. Okay, the stone cutter was working very hard daily. Okay, and he thought, why can't I become a king? He saw the king and he thought, okay, let me become a king. His wish was granted. He became a king. Then he was, as a king, he was enjoying and he was having a very good clothes, gold and everything. But the sun was staring at him and he started basically a lot of sweat and everything. He thought sun can be a strong. Let me become a sun. He became a sun too also. Right. Later he realized becoming a sun was good for him. He was like basically shining and everywhere.
Yeah.
And later he thought the cloud came in. Cloud covered the sun.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then he thought, why can't I become a cloud? Okay, his wish was granted. He became a cloud. Okay, wind started blowing around, lot of winds, right? Then he saw that the stone was not moving in. So he thought, let me become back to a rock again.
Oh.
The moral of the story is be happy whatever you are in. Don't compare and just like basically waste your life.
Yeah.
Be strong.
It's good to be aspirational and, but
never be comparing each other.
That's right. That is a very good story to start on and to remember as we go along life. And yes, so how's been the market this week?
Market is like we saw that this year. And any questions, do please give us a call in the show.
Before, let's give out the number. It's 408-912-5038. The number 408-912-5038 is the number to get in touch with anything that's on your mind, real estate wise. Nagraj is happy to handhold you through all of your confusions and conflicts in the Bay Area real estate market. So feel free to call us. And again, we're live on YouTube as well. Nagraj Anaya is the handle. You can check us out there, put your questions there as well. We can take it from there. And yes, Nagraj, so the Fed actually increased rates this week, right? So
yeah, Fed has increased the rates by 0.25. But still, there are some good few lenders who's providing a good rate still. My client was able to get into a contract in one of the San Ramon house and was able to still get it into a 5.25. With relationship discounts, he is able to get to a 4.75. Like with the relationship discounts, like basically how does the relationship discounts work? Is you should be moving in some 40K, 80K. They have some basically set number of based on their qualifications. You need to move it from the savings account to other basically lender savings account. Okay, when you move in, they get you in a discounts. Okay, I know the rates are increasing, but there are few lenders still providing a good discounts for the home buyers. You need to watch out when you're buying in a house who's providing a better lenders on that week or at that month, because each lenders is as I keep telling you, it's kind of an seasonal. Okay, some lenders want to sell more, that time they might be having more discounts out on there. So that's why depending on their qualifications watch out for that.
So all is not lost. There are options and opportunities out there.
I think only 30 years fixed are kind of in a basically higher rates right now, but still if you're looking for an arm rates, 10 years, right? It's still in a good rates compared to not kind of in a very high on the 6, it's still under a 5.2. It depends again on the different qualification scenarios. And let me ask you one question. Let me think, like you're in a seller. Okay, and you're selling in a house and you get two offers. One is with the highest offer, like maybe like let's say that you're selling a house for 1.4 million, right? Like let's say like you get in a one high offer and another offer is 30,000 or 40,000 less. Which one do you pick as a seller?
The higher offer.
I think that's not the way you should be looking in.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because see, whenever you're picking up the offer, right? Like as a seller, the realtor should be advising him the pros and cons of the each offer. For example, by blindly, you can't go and pick up the highest offer alone, because you need to look at the terms and conditions of the offer written in, right? So basically, somebody has written a 1.4 highest offer, but he has a lot of terms and conditions, maybe an inspection contingency, a loan contingencies, or an appraisal contingency, or it might be like maybe some other terms in, right? You can't blindly do it. Just go pick the highest offer. Maybe other offer might be a 20,000 less or a 30,000 less, but his terms are a lot better. Maybe he's bringing in a lot of down payment in stuff. So he's more qualified to. And maybe you need to look at the buyer's realtor also, how responsive he is in.
Yes. Oh, that's a great thought. Didn't consider that at all.
Same thing happened last week. We went into a contract in one of the houses in San Ramon. We were not in the highest offer, but the terms and conditions, whatever we written, it stand out better than the other offers.
Okay. Okay.
You need to watch out, see, because when in the offers, right, it's not only numbers, right? It's basically comes down to other terms also and other costs also, how the cost has been shared between a buyer and seller. Right? If the costs are all on the seller's bucket, it might be bringing down your things also.
Right.
For example, after 15 days or 20 days, the buyer is not able to fulfill whatever the loan or like whatever it is, then you're going back to the market again. When you're going back to the market again, it might be hitting for you in a basically harder way. You might be losing it also. That is
Right.
what you need to watch out.
Wow.
Especially the duty of the seller's realtor is basically look out at call to the all the buyers agent, verify their funds, verify all the stuff. Are they able to fulfill all the stuffs? Like for example, if the market you are seeing the market how it is fluctuating in, right?
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm.
need to talk to the buyer's realtor, understand whoever has put an offer, is the client is willing to basically stand strong during this
Yeah.
30 days during a closing in, because the
Right.
market fluctuates so much. You nowadays is like every week you get so much news, like for example it is like Silicon Valley Bank or the other banks are closing in.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So there might be, as a first time home buyers, the other side they get panicked, right?
Wow.
You
Yeah.
need to talk to them, understand how strong they are, like how motivated they are in closing in, what are their situation. Talk to the lenders also,
Mm-hmm.
understand how better they are, right?
Yeah.
Better they are. These are all very important when somebody works as a seller realtor.
Very critical points. I mean, when you're selling real estate in Silicon Valley, that is complicated in itself. And to have somebody in your court to explain all of that, the pros and the cons and the nuances of accepting an offer when you're in the market to sell, you need a person who knows what he's doing, the subject matter expert. And that's where Nagraj Anaya comes in. He has been a veteran in this market for over so many years now, and he can really guide you through all of the ups and downs, what you need to know to find that ideal price point. It doesn't have to be, like you say, just the price, just what you're getting. There are
Yeah,
other factors that are involved. So how do you select the best offer for you in a sea of offers and get that best contract possible? That you can always reach out to him at nagrajhomes.com. That is the place where he is. And of course, you can call us right now while we are on air with him with any question you may be having, whether as a seller or as a buyer or as an investor. Give us a call. We're live on Bolly 92.3 FM. The number to reach us, 408-912-5038. That number, 408-912-5038. And Nagraj will be doing all of the legwork for you to get your home ready if you're looking to sell, analyzing the market in your neighborhood, determining your selling price, all of that. Nagraj will help you with that. So Nagraj, great advice right there. Just
not
don't
only for the
go
sellers, even for the
for the
buyers.
buyers as well.
And the buyers, they need to watch out when the buyer's realtor basically working in. How can your offer stand out? Okay, it's not going to be when you're putting in an offer, right? You are not the only one offer, right? There are multiple offers in.
Yeah,
How can your offer stands out?
stand out. Mm-hmm.
Right, what are the terms can make it in the Bay Area? The tough is like not all the houses we can go with an inspection contingency or a loan contingency, but how do you verify all your inspection report? Like the sellers would have provided you the inspections, how do you verify and how do you make sure? Because you can't get a bungalow like
Mm.
maybe in the other parts of the country, right? Like it is like, I know we are paying a high for what we are getting in the Bay Area, but the
Mm-hmm.
land is what it is finally is all about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Paying
Mm-hmm.
for the land, always the home upgrades can be done, but whatever the inspections report what we have got, which on the disclosures what we got in before, after you see the house, basically you review the disclosures. In the disclosures, if anything is in questions are there, try to talk to your realtor, get it an answer for that, so that if needs to be addressed, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are the costs involved in it? Does
Yeah.
it rightly fit for you?
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's what it is very, very important in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So again, with the ups and downs of the Bay Area real estate market, if you are in the market to buy your dream home, you may be facing that high competition, those multiple offers, and Nagraj can help you do your research to determine the best offer that you can make without, losing out on the best house and the house that's out there. So make sure you get in touch with him and get in touch with us right now while we are on air, 408-912-5038, for any and all questions real estate wise to help walk you through. Like as you're listening, it's not a plain vanilla situation. Each situation differs based on your unique conditions. So this is the time to call in with anything that's on your mind real estate wise. Again, 408-912-5038, and also live on YouTube, on Nagraj Anaya's YouTube channel. You can check us out there. and put your questions there as well. So excellent, excellent suggestions right there, Nagraj. So for people who are still, they're enthusiastic about getting the home despite the rates going up, or the inventory being so low, what are there loan options, any new loan programs that you can throw some light on?
I think it's a great question. I think California has started a one called a California Dream for All program. A
Mm-hmm.
California Dream for All is a new program offered by Cal HFA. Cal HFA that provides eligible home buyers with a
Uh-huh.
down payment assistance toward their first home. Okay, home buyers receive a shared appreciation loan to help from a reach up to 20%.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be getting a 20% down payment assistance.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
the good thing about this, basically, you will not be paying any interest for this when you get this 20% down payment
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
assistance.
So hold that thought, Nagraj. We have a call and we can revisit this. Hello and welcome to Real Estate Roundup with Nagraj Anaya. Your name, please, and your question.
Hi, my question is around addition to my existing home. So, how does one assess if an addition to an home, the money that you put in, would make sense and you can recover it at the time of sale?
Sorry, I didn't get your name, please.
Hi, my name is Anup.
Yeah, hi, Anup. So your question is like basically you want to buy the second house, or like can you revisit your question, frame your question again, Anup?
If I want to add some more area to my existing home,
Mm-hmm.
how to calculate how much should I spend on it that you can potentially recover that money when you turn around and sell the home in the future?
Okay. See, first is basically you're trying to understand, does it value adds if when you're adding an existing more square footage to your home, right?
Correct.
Correct. See, basically rough math is $200 to $300 is what per square footage cost you to addition. Okay.
Okay.
Anything lesser than 500 square footage, it might be easy for you. Easy means it's like the time frame might be lesser, and again comes down to at what extent you're doing in a remodeling for yourself. If you're doing a complete house remodeling from scratch to a fully, it might take you a couple of years. Again, you basically, when you're buying in a house, when you're remodeling, you should look for your time frame, right? And your cost wise also. Roughly math, you can take it as a $300 or a $350 per square footage. Based on that, you can do it, and you can see that the time frame and the price is okay for you. And one more thing is in a effort wise, right? Like you need to be involved in the 2 to 3 years of a remodeling again. So yesterday also I got one call from one of the client. Basically they're saying like my house is 1,800 square footage, but I have basically my parents coming in, my in-laws are coming in, I need a 5-bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they already have a basically 3 to 4 bedroom, and they want to get in a bigger square footage. Does it make a sense to add another 1,000 square footage? Only thing is, what you need to know is like effort is always, remodeling takes a lot of time. So what you need to think is, do the one more math is like basically, can you rent out the current property? Because if you already have refinanced last year, your payment should be very less. Do the maths so that can you rent out the current property? Can you buy a one more bigger house for yourself? So doing that math, you can work it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that call. And, that's a great question. And of course, we want to talk, folks, if you want to just join in the time that we have with questions on your mind, 408-912-5038 is the number in the studios. And of course, reach us there or on YouTube, Nagraj Anaya's YouTube live. We are coming to you live right there. So Nagraj, we want to go back and talk about that
I think before
loan
that, let
program.
me
But
answer
exactly.
the Anoop's fully. Like, see, that's not only Anoop, like Anoop, a lot of other people are there still thinking, like, for example, the family size is increasing in, right? Maybe you guys have settled down now, you've become a citizen and you're sponsoring your parents, in-laws, right? And they're visiting your house very often nowadays, right? And you already have 2 kids, and your house might be a 3-bedroom. Now you want a 5-bedroom home. Okay. Okay. One of the things what they might be thinking is, can I do the remodel of my current house, or
Yeah.
should I buy the new bigger one?
Right. Mhm.
So it is not a straightforward answer. It is basically you need to look at your financial aspect wise first. Is it okay for financial aspect and a time frame and effort? Anytime the remodeling happens, I think we have one more caller in. We can.
Okay. Yes, hello and welcome to Real Estate Roundup. Your name, please, and your question.
My name is Harini.
Yes, hi,
And,
Harini.
The question is,
Mm.
we had the built-in space at 1900 or 2000 close to, but we had a 13,000 square feet lot. And last year we constructed ADU for 1,000 plus square feet. And so now what we wanted to do, my question is, if I could create these two as two parcels, two different parcels, is there any possibility that I could do it? Two separate parcels.
So
Right now,
hi,
two different addresses, because the houses are facing two different streets. We have two different addresses for the ADU as well as my and the main house.
Main house. Mm-hmm.
It is separate, completely separate, because it's on a separate land. We took the foundation from the foundation. We constructed it's altogether it's a separate building away from the main house.
Yeah, hi Arini, thanks for calling in. It's a great question. See, I think you need to check with the city if they can subdivide the parcel. Okay, if the city can allow you to subdivide the parcel, then you should be able to do it. So, but first is like check with the city, are they allowing you to subdivide the parcel? If they allow you to do the subdivide of the parcel, you need to be submitting the drawings and you need to do all the legworks. Then you should be able to do it. I think better is just talk to the city. Once if the city allows, if city is allowing you to do it, then you need to work with an architect to draw the sub parcels and get it approved.
And what are the benefits of subdividing the parcel?
Basically, benefits of the subdivide is like basically it has two different addresses right now, and they can own one property and they can sell the other property.
Ah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Because it's already is a 13,000 square footage is a bigger lot, right?
Yeah.
Basically, when they subdivide, they can have one more main house in the other plot and a ADU too, and the other house also main house and a lot.
Right.
One more ADU. So it is basically they can stay in the one house and they can sell the current house also.
I see. Uh-huh.
And so the other benefit that I heard is, if you have it as a separate parcel, I will not come under the guideline of ADU. That will become another individual house. So that if I want to extend that house also, I can extend it. Now it is just a 2-bed, 2-bath. Because of the city guidelines that we cannot go beyond the 1,200 square feet, we have to control it. So otherwise, if we have it as a separate parcel, now we don't have to call it as an ADU. We could make it as another individual house and extend it to even other 1,000 square feet or whatever.
I think that's what you need to talk to the city and understand if they have any limitations, because if some houses are like an historical or a zoning wise, because again it comes down to a zoning, what kind of zoning in the houses. If they have the right multiple zoning is allowed, I mean, multiple houses are allowed in that zoning, then you should be able to do it. That's why just first understand, is it an R18 or R2, whatever it is, based on the zoning, it should be you can go based on that.
Okay. Okay. I have one more question, because they said that Gavin Newsom in 2019 or 2020 he passed a bill that multiple units, there could be maximum 4 units or something like that. But they have not. The city said that they are still looking at the papers to implement it. So is that true? Because I think you would throw some light on that.
It's basically, as I told you, right, it comes down to again city to city and with whom you're working in. Okay, I think once you talk to them, the city, I think they might be a flexible, and again depends on what kind of the property and what kind of zoning and what kind of regulations they have in. Because I had a hard time when it was an historical zoning. Okay, if it is already as an R1 and /8, then they might allow you multiple properties. So I think talking to a city and understanding what kind of zoning and what kind of, because sometimes if the lots are very closer to high density areas, right? They want you to have multiple properties in again. So it comes down to what city wants in. Talking to them, they might help you out. Basically, just set up an appointment with the city, give you a property address, and they can tell you what all is allowed. It might be not one straightforward appointment or meeting with them. Multiple meetings might help you to throw where you can go for.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Harini. Great questions and good luck with your journey. And of course, we have very little time left, Nagraj, but if we could revisit loan.
I think let me complete this on the California Dream for All program. The California Dream for All program is like basically is eligible for all the home buyers, first time home buyers, where the California is providing up to a 20% down payment assistance. Okay. In this 20% down payment assistance, you no need to pay for the interest or for the principal until like basically you refinance or a sell. When you sell the property itself, basically you need to be paying some part of the up to 20% or 10%, whatever the profit you make in, you should be paying in. Or when you do the refinance, you need to accumulated interest you need to be paying in. Okay, so watch out for this, and it is very basically what I heard is like limited amount of funds available, and it is we're anticipating as a high demand. Okay. Get started if you are very much interested in this. And there are like basically who qualifies for the program anytime is a first time home buyer. And there is one more like every income wise also. And
it's called the California Dream Home loan program.
And it is like there's an income limitations also. If you're making more than a 300K or something, you can't qualify. You need to watch out. And it is only for confirming loan limits. Like for Santa Clara, this one and all, it is like Santa Clara, Alameda and all, you can't go more than 1.08 or something. So if you need more information, look for California Home Loan Program. Yeah, that is California. California Dream for All program.
Dream for All. Okay, great. Excellent session yet again, and so much worthwhile information. And folks, if you want to get in touch with Nagraj offline after the show, 408-805-4653 is his number, or just log on to nagrajhomes.com. And we are, of course, with you every Sunday, 12:30 to 1 p.m. Make sure you join us on Bolly 92.3 FM and on YouTube. And Nagraj, between now and then, please keep us updated on everything that's happening in the real estate world. It just changes moment to moment. So thank you so much for keeping us all updated on this.
Thank you so much, Vijay Lakshmi, and thanks for all the listeners in.
On this note, this is Vijay Lakshmi. Thank you for joining.